Not every love story in Hollywood ends when the director yells, "Cut." Sometimes, amid the scripted lines and camera lights, something real begins to bloom. A glance, a laugh, a kiss meant for the screen. Suddenly, it's not just acting anymore. Some on-screen romances quietly slip off set and become real-life love stories, as if destiny decided to write its own plot twist. In today's video, we're counting down 10 celebrity couples who didn't just fall in love on camera, but in real life too. Can you guess which co-stars turned their chemistry into true connection? Which couple shocked you the most? And do you believe real love can spark during a scene? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think. Camila Mendes and Charles Melton. A love story paused, not forgotten. You may know them as Veronica and Reggie from the hit series Riverdale, but what began as on-screen chemistry soon blossomed into something real behind the scenes. As filming progressed, Camila Mendes and Charles Melton found themselves growing closer, and by the summer of 2018, their bond had turned into a heartfelt romance. Fans were overjoyed when Camila marked their one-year anniversary with a tender Instagram post, captioned simply, 365 days. I love you. It was a rare and intimate peek into a relationship built on love, laughter, and mutual support. But even the strongest connections can be tested by life's demands. With rising careers and relentless schedules pulling them in opposite directions, Camila and Charles made the difficult decision to hit pause on their relationship, not out of bitterness, but out of respect for their individual journeys. Their split wasn't final. It was thoughtful, mutual, and filled with love. There's still deep care between them, and neither has closed the door on what once was. For fans, there's hope in the silence. Hope that after the growth, the hustle, and the time apart, maybe love will find its way back. Because some stories aren't over, they're just waiting for the next chapter. Dove Cameron's love life took a surprising turn after ending her 3-year relationship and brief engagement with Liv and Maddie co-star Ryan McCartan. Just as fans were adjusting to the split, along came Thomas Doherty. The spark between Dove and Thomas ignited while filming Descendants 2, and it didn't take long before their off-screen chemistry had the internet buzzing. Flirty social media posts turned into full-blown relationship rumors, until Dove finally confirmed the romance in an interview with People magazine. But what truly stole hearts was her candid confession. I think if I'm going to marry anyone, it's going to be him. That bold declaration hinted at something far deeper than a fleeting Hollywood fling. Fans instantly rallied behind the couple, quickly labeling them one of Tinseltown's most charming young pairs. Over time, Dove has gushed about Thomas, describing him as gentle, caring, giving, and sincere, a rare blend in a world of spotlight and pretense. She often speaks with gratitude about being so deeply loved by someone who sees her completely. Their bond seems to rest on a foundation of real affection, emotional support, and mutual respect. And if Dove's heartfelt words are any clue, this love story is just getting started. Dylan O'Brien and Britt Robertson, a love story born on set and faded in silence. Their story began with a spark, quite literally, on the set of The First Time in 2012. Dylan played Dave, the charming stranger who shakes up Britt's character Aubrey and her relationship. During their very first kissing scene, Britt later admitted she felt something unusual in her gut, a feeling she couldn't explain. Turns out it wasn't just acting chemistry. What started as an on-screen moment soon blossomed into something real. But the world wouldn't find out until almost a year later in 2013. The secret romance came to light when Dylan was spotted visiting the set of Tomorrowland, a film he wasn't even in. Fans quickly put the pieces together. He was there for Britt. From then on, the couple occasionally gave fans glimpses into their sweet connection. Dylan even melted hearts with a tweet praising Britt's performance in The Longest Ride, showing the world just how proud he was of her. Then, in 2017, rumors exploded when whispers of an engagement started circulating, but they turned out to be just that, rumors. While still together, they hadn't taken that step. By 2018, things began to shift. The adorable posts stopped. The red carpet appearances faded, and fans couldn't help but notice the silence. Not long after, reports confirmed what many had feared: Dylan and Britt had quietly ended their relationship. A love that started in the spotlight slowly disappeared into the shadows. Eliza Taylor and Bob Morley's love story reads like a script from a show they might have starred in, but this time, it was real. While working together on the hit series The 100, the pair quietly fell in love behind the scenes, keeping their romance so private that not even the most devoted fans suspected a thing. Then, in a move that shocked everyone, they dropped a bombshell in June 2019. They were married. No red carpet hints. No public PDA. Just a surprise announcement that left the internet reeling. So how did it all begin? Eliza later opened up about the unexpected beginnings of their relationship. It started with long conversations, vulnerable talks about heartbreak, failed relationships, and personal struggles. One day, after one of these deep chats, Bob offered to help Eliza move into a new apartment. Between boxes and laughter, in the middle of that chaotic moving day, he asked her out. From that moment on, something just clicked. Their bond deepened fast. They discovered a rare, unshakable connection, shared values, matching dreams, and a sense of peace in each other's presence. That very alignment led Bob to propose sooner than anyone would have guessed, and Eliza said yes without hesitation. What began as a hidden romance quietly evolved into a beautiful, lasting love. And while they kept their journey private for a time, the story of Eliza and Bob has since captured the hearts of fans around the world. A true tale of love found when no one was looking. Ginnifer Goodwin and Josh Dallas. A real-life fairy tale. Some love stories feel like they're ripped straight from a storybook, and in the case of Ginnifer Goodwin and Josh Dallas, that's exactly how it all began. The magic sparked on the set of Once Upon a Time, where they brought Snow White and Prince Charming to life, and somehow, fate decided to let fiction spill into reality. At first, both Ginnifer and Josh hesitated. They were cautious, aware of the risks that come with mixing romance and work. But no amount of logic could silence the chemistry between them. Their connection was undeniable, the kind that doesn't come around twice. So they took a leap of faith. By 2011, their off-screen romance had officially begun. And just 3 years later, in 2014, they sealed their fairy tale with a wedding. But the story didn't stop there. They soon welcomed their first son, Oliver Finley, followed by their second, Hugo Wilson, 2 years later. As parents, they've chosen to raise their boys with a deep understanding of the world they come from. It's not uncommon to find little Oliver and Hugo visiting the set, watching their parents work their magic on screen. For Ginnifer and Josh, love, family, and career aren't separate chapters. They're beautifully intertwined pages of one enchanted life. And just like their characters, their love story continues to charm fans around the world. Ian Somerhalder and Nina Dobrev. A love story that blurred the line between fiction and reality. In the world of celebrity romance, few pairings have left fans swooning quite like Ian and Nina. Their undeniable chemistry lit up the screen on The Vampire Diaries, but the real spark happened off camera. They weren't just co-stars, they were soulmates in the eyes of millions. Their love quietly blossomed in 2011, but for nearly a year, they kept it tucked away from the spotlight. No flashy announcements. No red carpet confirmations. Just subtle glances and secret getaways. The moment fans began to suspect something more was when the couple was spotted jetting off to France, the city of love. From there, the internet went wild. Soon, the world was treated to a flood of candid moments, cozy photos, joint appearances, and heartwarming snapshots with their beloved pets, a cat named Moi and a dog named Nietzsche. They looked like the perfect match. But as time passed, life pulled them in different directions. They eventually parted ways, and here's the twist. There was no scandal, no bitterness. Just growth. Ian later found love again and married. And Nina? She didn't just move on gracefully. She became friends with Ian's wife, even calling her an incredible human being. In a town where breakups often come with headlines and heartbreak, their story stands out, not just for the love they shared, but for the deep respect they carried after it ended. Now that's real love. Melissa Benoist and Chris Wood. A love story born on set. What many fans don't know about this beloved Hollywood couple is that both Melissa Benoist and Chris Wood once had real-life romances with former co-stars. Melissa was previously married to Glee castmate Blake Jenner, while Chris had a short-lived relationship with Containment co-star Hannah Mangan Lawrence. Though those relationships eventually ended, fate had something greater in store. When Melissa and Chris began working together on the hit series Supergirl, sparks flew almost instantly. Their on-screen chemistry quickly turned into a real-life connection. Soon after filming started, the pair were spotted soaking up the sun together on a beach in Mexico, setting off a media frenzy. By 2017, they made it official, confirming what fans had already suspected: they were in love. From there, their love story blossomed. Chris proposed with a stunning, custom-designed 3-carat engagement ring by renowned jeweler Jen Meyer. Not long after, they exchanged vows in a private, romantic ceremony nestled in the serene hills of Ojai, California. Surrounded by close friends and family, the intimate wedding reflected the warmth and sincerity of their bond. For fans following their journey on social media, it's clear Melissa and Chris are more in love than ever. And now, they've announced their most joyful chapter yet: they're expecting a baby. From co-stars to soulmates, their story is a beautiful reminder that sometimes, love finds you when you least expect it. Natalia Dyer and Charlie Heaton, from on-screen sparks to real-life romance. It's not uncommon for chemistry on set to blossom into something more behind the scenes, and that's exactly what happened between Stranger Things co-stars Natalia Dyer and Charlie Heaton. As Nancy Wheeler and Jonathan Byers, their connection lit up the screen. But by September 2016, fans began to wonder if their bond extended beyond the upside down, especially after the duo posted snapshots from a sun-soaked getaway in Spain. By 2017, speculation turned into headlines. Still, Natalia and Charlie played it coy, sidestepping questions and keeping things close to the chest. But love has a way of slipping into the spotlight. Paparazzi soon caught them strolling hand in hand through New York City, and a joint trip to Paris for the Stranger Things Season 2 promo tour only fueled the rumors. The final confirmation? A tender kiss captured in London, a moment that spoke louder than any press release. Beyond their shared screen time and quiet romance, the pair are also fashion darlings in their own right. Known for their effortless style and eye-catching ensembles, Natalia and Charlie have become fixtures at fashion weeks in New York and Paris, regularly turning heads with their coordinated designer looks. Today, their love story is still unfolding, gracefully and away from the chaos of the spotlight. Whether they're walking the red carpet or simply wandering city streets, Natalia and Charlie prove that sometimes, the best Hollywood romances are the ones that grow quietly and endure. Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens. The love story that defined a generation. If you were a teen or tween in the early 2000s, there's no way you missed the electric chemistry between Troy and Gabriella in High School Musical. But what made fans swoon even more? Knowing the romance was real off-screen too. Zac and Vanessa first met during auditions in 2005, and from that moment on, something just clicked. Their connection wasn't just for the cameras. It was instant, magnetic, and deeply genuine. As the High School Musical phenomenon exploded, they became inseparable. Red carpets, award shows, and countless paparazzi shots captured a young couple glowing with affection. They were Hollywood's golden pair. But like many fairy tales, there's faced reality. In the summer of 2010, Zac admitted that certain voices in his life were urging him to walk away. And by December, the couple had officially split. Still, love has a way of lingering. Just a month later, they were back together, smiling, affectionate, and seemingly stronger than ever. In March 2011, Vanessa opened up in interviews, revealing the joys and challenges of dating under a microscope. But just a few months later, the couple quietly ended things for good. Vanessa later found love again with actor Austin Butler, closing the chapter on one of Hollywood's most nostalgic romances. Their love may not have lasted, but for an entire generation, Zac and Vanessa weren't just a couple, they were a dream. A story of young love, lived out under the spotlight and etched forever in pop culture memory. Which couple caught you by surprise? Drop their names in the comments, we're all ears. If this trip down memory lane made you smile, don't forget to like, share, and hit that subscribe button for more behind-the-scenes Hollywood love stories. Thanks for watching, and remember, in Tinseltown, Every ending just might be the start of a new beginning.